So, Josh Lenz, shame he didn't get Player of the Week in the Big 12. Okay,
shame. It's travesty.
Yeah.
Who's voting on that?
Media, of course. So, congratulations.
Stupid.
Paul Rhodes once again did something that no one else could do, and that was beat TCU, longest winning streak in the nation, longest conference winning streak in the nation. If there's anyone that was going to be able to do it, you should have known it was going to be Rhodes.
Yeah. First road top 15 victory since '77.
Yep.
Per Mark Morehouse.
And you're probably right with that. Mark knows his stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely enjoy Mark Morehouse. So so what we're going to do here, just a quick transition over to false start or something. We're going to transition over to these next week's games, and we'll start with the Hawkeyes. Go. 3 now.
Iowa, Michigan State. Boy, a lot of emotion now. Mike Hyde. I don't know if you caught earlier in the show. If you're just tuning in,
midway through the stream.
Yeah. Then, a lot of things going on. I don't know. I don't know how Iowa wins this game. I'm a little nervous because they could be pepped up, but I don't know if they can score enough points. They might hold Michigan State to 24, but I don't know how they get to 25. Vandenberg, he's had some extra time. Maybe Greg Davis throws in a wrinkle or two. But wide receivers need to get open. We're not seeing that.
I'm going to call victory.
You're calling victory?
Is Indiana that much better than you?
Well, we're going to talk about that here in a minute.
Because if they are, then maybe they won't win. But if Indiana can put the hurting on Michigan State like they did in that first half, or first 3 quarters even, I don't see any reason why you can't. I don't think Michigan State's offense is all that.
No, Michigan State's offense is terrible. With a capital T. Yeah. But I think it still might be better than Iowa right now. However, because I don't know which Iowa defense is going to show up. And, this is an extended 3 and out, but I'll just say Iowa defense got to show up.
Yeah.
And Central Michigan tears them up, but then they show up the next week. I just don't know. So, Vandenberg, you need to show up. Wide receivers, you need to get open. Defense, James Morris, got to whip them into shape. You got to show up. There's my 3. Go to it.
All right. So, we have a Michigan State win or loss.
Michigan State wins 24-16.
Okay. So, we have a Michigan State different or the same as your preview?
No, I had Iowa losing this by like 31-27 or something like that.
All right. Cyclone side, 3 and out. It's Farmageddon, folks. Iowa State, Kansas State. Yet another year. This year, in Ames, Iowa. It's been since 2007 that K-State has played in Ames, Iowa. There is not a player on this Kansas State team that has ever seen Jack Trice Stadium in person, perhaps.
Bill Snyder doesn't remember it.
Very well could be. This is a game that could feature thunderstorms, hail, lightning, tornado. This is a game that, despite all that, only has a few hundred Hillside tickets available. This is a game where we are going to have a defense that can put up with Klein, Hubert, and the rest of those Wildcats. We have 2 guys, Klein and not ourselves, that can just concentrate on that quarterback and hold him down. We played in Manhattan last year to a 7-point game. This isn't a different Kansas State Wildcat team, folks. This is the same team, coached the same way. Will it be a difficult game? Yes. Will it be a low-scoring game? Yes. What does that mean for Iowa State? We don't generally outscore people. So if we can keep this to a 17-10, 17-13, 21-17 game, we will knock off the 5th or 6th ranked Wildcat team, depending on the poll, this week. See you there on Saturday.
Solid, bringing that with steam. Knocking that right out of the park.
I'm lightheaded.
Yeah.
All right.
And you did that like in one breath. That's what's important. That's awesome.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Absolutely.
Well, now, to the question everyone's been waiting for. Or at least we have.
We have been waiting.
Right now, we have 4-1 Iowa State. Iowa, the record?
3-2.
3-2.
For those math majors there, 2/3 the way there, halfway there.
Okay. Good job. Do either one of these teams make a bowl? If they do make a bowl, who do they have to beat? What has to happen to get them there? And we'll go with Iowa.
Well, let's play a little either, neither, both.
Okay.
Who's going to a bowl? I'm going to say either.
Okay.
And I'm going to say Iowa State.
Okay.
And but taking the Iowa side, if Iowa was to make it both, how do they get to a bowl? How do they get 6 wins? Old days, they have 3 wins on the schedule. These aren't old days. This is 2012. And losing to Central Michigan, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. You know, it's tough. Can they beat Indiana? Sure. But will they? I don't know. Can they beat Northwestern? They should, but they did last year. I don't know if they can beat them this year. Purdue? Well, I don't know. You know, Michigan, I think they can. Michigan might be the one team I think they can beat on there because they match up better with Michigan than they do some of these other teams. Mm-hmm. But can they beat Michigan State, Nebraska? Penn State's looking better. Are there 3 wins on there? Normally, I'd say, yeah, there might be 4 wins. They might be able to get to 7 now. But I don't know. I think 1 or 2 maybe. A lot of people are thinking they're going to be, 4 and 7 going into the Nebraska game, and that'll be their bowl game. It's quite possible. I don't see Iowa doing it. If they are going to do it, winning this week would be huge. But they're going to have to figure out beating, Penn State, Indiana, and either Northwestern or Purdue, and call good. Because they should be able to beat Michigan, but I just can't trust them.
Yeah. So we're going probably not.
I'm going either, and my either is Iowa State.
Okay. I'm going to have to go with either as well, and Iowa State. With Iowa, you don't know what you're going to get. How in the world do you do what you did against Central Michigan, come back the next week, and look like Minnesota didn't belong in the same field? Yep. There's your question.
Yeah.
As for Iowa State, how are they going to do this? I just got done saying it.
KU.
Yeah. KU is going to be our sorry, Weiss. Or Weiss or whatever. KU is going to be a win, okay? That gets us to 5. All right? After that, we have Kansas State, Oklahoma State, Baylor, Oklahoma, Texas, and West Virginia. Okay? It's a brutal schedule.
No gimmies, but you got Paul Rhodes.
You do have Paul Rhodes. You do have Kansas State this weekend, okay? If we get Kansas State this weekend, then we can pretty much do the bowl talk. It's bye-bye. Now it's where do we go?
Yeah.
Okay?
Let's get a couple more wins.
Yep.
Amp it up.
I don't know for a fact right now how good Oklahoma State actually is. But it's looking a lot more winnable than what I first thought. Baylor, I think that's winnable too. It's in Ames, and they have a great offense, but once again, they haven't seen a defense like ours. Oklahoma at home, that could be another upset. Very well could be. At Texas, I think will be difficult. It's always difficult to play down there, and they've got a top 4 defense. Kansas, we can kind of kiss that one out, and West Virginia. You know what? Whether we lose with that one, I'm just excited to. I mean, West Virginia, Iowa State, ABC, same day that Nebraska is going to be playing Iowa on ABC. That's just going to be a great day in the state of Iowa for football.
I'm looking forward to it. Turkey.
All of ABC is going to be here, okay? And the whole entire nation is going to see Iowa and Iowa State. It's going to be a great game. So I
wonder who those announcer pairings will be.
I don't know.
Brad Nessler. I don't know if we'll get Brent.
We might get Herb Street.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
So we'll have some decent ones because it's the only games that are going to be on ABC that day, as far as I know. So I'm sold on Iowa State going to a bowl game. I predicted 7-5. I believe we can get there. We might be able to sneak up to 8-4. Who knows? It's possible.
Okay? You never know.
And so, hopefully, by the time we're talking about this next week, I'll be starting to talk about where we're going.
Even cooler.
So, once again, we want to shout out to everyone who's following us and going to our site. If you have friends out there, invite them to the site.
Let them share.
Hawk fans, disappointing season so far. Chuck's already admitted it. He is disappointed. As a guy who does a show and writes about the Hawks and hangs out with you.
It's a cycle of life.
Yes, it is. Apparently, it's the cycle of life, people. So get on the message boards.
Yeah.
Okay. Get on our post. Hawk fans, go ahead, support your team. Okay. Iowa State fans are all riled up right now. They're ready to throw some crap on the wall, and right now it's sticking because no one else is there to take it off. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Stand up for our team, because there's nothing wrong with standing up for Iowa. Some people like to say you should fight for Iowa.
You guys are dodging for Iowa right now. Anywho, that's going to wrap up another show. We appreciate everyone. Follow us on Twitter at CyHawkThoughts, Facebook not but CyHawkThoughts Facebook.
Make sure you're picking scores.
Yes.
We want to give away prizes and stuff. Guess these darn scores correctly.
Yes. The winner of the end of the year is going to get a very nice prize, and it's not just going to be like
us washing your car.
Yeah, with our. Although we might do that,
That's a good prize too.
All right, so we have the prizes for if you pick the games correctly.
Yes.
All right, you get a prize. It's going to be just show you or tell you it's going to be an Iowa State or Iowa CyHawkThoughts t-shirt.
Yes.
Okay.
They're very limited edition, very cool.
But in terms of the end of the year, that's going to be a little bigger, folks.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. Let us know your picks. Let us know your thoughts. You can post on there, regardless of whether or not Chuck and I actually post ourselves.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and post. We'll be able to see it. We've been posting underneath you guys as well. So
keep it passionate, keep it clean. We're cool with it.
Yes. From CyHawkThoughts Studios, I'm Steve Myers.
Chucky Tuck.
We'll see you next week, folks.